I defined rich as you have enough money to buy what you want, to pay for your mortgage, to make your car payment, to go out to dinner with your friends. You have money in the bank. Wealth, I think, is very different. Wealth is money that you did not spend. So wealth is hidden. It's the money that you didn't spend on a car. It's the money that you didn't spend on a big house. You didn't spend on jewelry. And that's really important because wealth that's saved up, the unspent money, is what gives you independence and autonomy and just the ability to wake up every morning and do whatever you want. Well, one thing that's important about the concept of having enough and independence is that when most people, even if they are independent, they wake up every morning, what they want to do is go to work. One of the big problems with the FIRE movement, the financial independence, retire early movement, where people are like, they're going to be a super saver and then retire at age 31, whatever it be. So many of those people who actually did that and retired at age 31, once they retired, after about 2 weeks, they were bored out of their mind. And if they did it for 6 months, they were clinically depressed. Because for most people, you want to be productive. You want to keep doing it. So having enough doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to stop working. It just means you're going to keep doing only the work that you want to do.
Everyone wants to become wealthier to make them happier. And happiness is a really complicated subject. But if there's one common denominator in happiness, like a universal fuel of joy for the most number of people, it's that people want to control their own lives. So the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want, that I think is the highest dividend that money can pay. Rich means you have the cash to buy stuff. You can make the monthly payments on your nice car and your nice house, whatever. You are rich because you have the money to actually afford those physical things. Wealth, by my definition, means that you have unspent savings and investments in the bank, net worth that provides some level of intangible and lasting pleasure, like independence and autonomy and controlling your time and just doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it for as long as you want to do it for. That is what wealth is. And what I find so fascinating are stories like the Vanderbilts, who were the richest people on earth, who could afford a 135,000 square foot house. But by my definition, were some of the least wealthy because money to them was less of an asset. It was more of a social liability, indebting them to a status-chasing life that left most of them seemingly miserable.
There is a very clear expectation that if you wake up in the morning and you feel a little bit empty or diminished or anxious or in pain, that you can tell yourself, if only I had more money, those problems would go away. And I think to some extent, it can be true. Money can give you a comfortable life and solve a lot of your problems. But what you see with a lot of rich people is that once they gain the money, they still had a lot of problems in their life. And that can be such a jarring feeling because you told yourself, if only my net worth is X dollars, then I'll be good. And you get there and you're like, wait a minute, my friendships still aren't that great. My health is still not great. My marriage is still not that great. I still don't sleep at night, that well at night. I still have all these anxieties. And so then you kind of lose your sense of hope or you double down. And so a lot of people are like, once my net worth is $1 million, I'll be great. And then you get there and you're like, well, I feel the same, so maybe it's 2 million. And you get there and you're like, I feel the same, maybe it's 10 million. And you're just constantly chasing the high that you think you're gonna get from it. Money can solve a lot of problems in your life, but this is another area that we just overestimate what it can do for you.